Hi, everybody. It's Mr. Gray here. What a great first week of school. I'm so happy to have you as a part of my class. It was so great to meet all of the students this week. So much energy, so much excitement, so much enthusiasm. It was really fun. I know they're very happy to be back at school and see their friends. I'm very happy to be back at school and to see them. And so we've had a great first week so far. This is a communication you'll get from me about every week. You'll always get at least an email from me every Friday morning throughout the school year with what's coming up. So you'll have a good idea. The kids should be pretty on top of it, but of course not all of the information comes home. So this is here for you as well. And it's also a way to help communicate with your kids so you have an idea of what's going on. It's a little bit easier to ask questions when you have a good idea of what is happening. So like I said, you'll have an email from me. It will have a link to our class website that will have some quick information about what's going on. But anytime you have any questions, send me an email, let me know, and we can talk about anything anytime. So first, some quick things that are coming up. Back to school night is Thursday, September 3rd from 5:30 to 6:05. So it'll be here in my classroom. And I'll be able to go over kind of what's happening this school year and be able to answer any questions that you might have. The next day, Friday, September 4th, is an early dismissal day. So that Friday is a 1:05 dismissal. So those are the only things coming up at the moment. Conferences will be after that in October, but those are the really big things coming up just in the next couple of weeks. Next week, we're really kind of just laying the foundation. We're not quite getting into the first real units of the year yet, but the kids are learning the classroom, they're learning the systems, they're learning kind of my expectations. So we're practicing all of that throughout the week, also while kind of giving kids a glimpse into what's to come. And so that's happening in all the subjects next week. So we'll kind of start reading next week, and the kids will read independently. They'll choose some books from my classroom, but they'll have a purpose each day, and they'll be doing some work for each day, and they'll be tracking that work. So they'll be jotting some notes or annotating or organizing their ideas. So we'll just do that for about a week, and the kids will have to turn in the work they did. And so that reflects a little bit of what happens in reading. The kids will read and do work and turn it in, and it will be purposeful throughout that time. So that's what's happening in reading. Also, I'll be reading aloud the book The Wild Robot by Peter Brown, and the kids will also have some work to do with that story as I'm reading that aloud. In writing, a very similar thing is going to happen. The kids will be writing a full story. I'm going to give them a prompt for them to write about, but really what we're practicing is the work of writers that we'll be doing throughout the year, and the basis for that will be writing. And so they'll have a purpose each day and have a goal each day, but the kids will actually be spending their time writing. And so it's a great way for me to see who is able to do that and spend 15, 20 plus minutes right away being able to write and not getting lost or distracted. And so also the kids will be able to take their writing and share it with peers, and they'll also be trying to set their own goals and accomplish those goals for the day. So those two will both of those subjects, reading and writing, will just be this very brief unit where they kind of get an idea of how things typically go in the class, how it's set up. And of course, throughout those times, I'll be checking in with readers and writers and looking at the work they're doing and giving them feedback as well. In math, we're going to spend the first week extending our time getting to know each other, and we're going to get to know each other through data. The kids will collect data about their classmates. They will graph and analyze the data. And there are some mathematical tools that we'll be talking about that are things they're supposed to be able to show throughout the year, including being very precise, attending to precision, making a mathematical argument, and also critiquing it, and then finally using models, in this case graphs. And so, like I said, we're just setting the foundation, kind of getting used to what some of our work might look like, what the workflow in class looks like, and also getting to know each other through that. In social studies, we'll start the year by looking at geography. Maps play a very big role in United States history throughout this year, so we'll be doing kind of some separate geography work as part of social studies once or twice a week, and that will really focus on landmarks and the world, but we're going to start with maps. And then in science next week, the kids will attend Science Lab with Mrs. Ireland. We will get into our own classroom science the week after that, but next week, just Science Lab with Mrs. Ireland. We'll also be sprinkling in language throughout the year. We'll do grammar and spelling and analogies and some other language activities throughout the year, but we're going to start the year with some Greek and Latin roots. And so we'll study the roots and then construct new words based on those roots. We watched CNN 10 this week. We did some launch activities this week to start off the day. So if you have not checked in with your kid about what we've been doing, please do. We've been doing a lot all week, and hopefully it's kind of new and exciting things. And we'll kind of take that energy right into the second week of school and beyond. It has been absolutely wonderful to get to meet all of your kids. I'm very excited about this year and all of the work that we're going to get to do together and all the progress they are going to get to make and the hard work they will be able to show. So expect this like at least an email, but maybe a video almost every week, a video, but every week an email on Friday morning, so you know what's coming up. I'll see you Thursday, September 3rd at 5:30 for back to school night. I hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.